Hello everybody, this is Baljeet from JK. Welcome on my channel. In this video we are going to remove this carpet and we'll be installing laminate wood floor. I never done this kind of project before in my life. This is my first project, and that's a look like after I have finished my project. Actually, I have a two-story house, and downstairs I upgraded last year, and I have a friend of mine, he doing that kind of business. He came and he helped me to install laminate floor, and I learned a lot of things from them, and I decided to take this project in my hand. I'm doing by myself. So first thing we have to do, we have to measure our room and order parts. Before we start project, we have to have all the parts in our hand to start project. So my room, I have a lay down in a picture, and I divided in three different areas. I have a room by itself, porch, and I have a closet. I measure exactly, I didn't miss any corner, any point, and I have a total out whatever the square feet I need material, and I added 10% because when you are installing floors you have to cut some of the sides to fit, and that's considered 10% wastage. So I add 10% and I order my all parts. Once I get all the parts, then we are start preparing a room to installation wood floor. So first step, I remove my closet doors. Closet doors are really easy to take off. They're just hanging top of the U-shaped track, and you just simply pick it up, push from the bottom with the feet, and it will come off. Once I remove my closet doors, I moved on side, and next step is removing carpet. I decided to cut my carpet in three pieces. My room is 12 feet by 12 feet. It depends on your room size. You can take out with one piece, or you can cut in many pieces you want. They really doesn't matter. It's just making easy to transfer from this room to outside in my backyard. Once I cut my carpet in pieces, I just rolled out. I made a rolls and I moved out. The next part was padding. Padding was a little more harder than carpet because padding is sticked with some glue and staples. So after removing carpet and padding, next step we are going to remove this wood pieces. I have all around the room. They have a lot of nails facing up. That's the way they're holding carpet. To removing that one, I'm going to use old screwdriver. I'm just using hammer and screwdriver. You can use chisel, you can use pry wire. Any tool is available and make your job easier. They're coming up really easy if you have a floor like with the plywood. Last year when I have it done downstairs, the floor was made with the concrete. That was really hard to take it off. This one is, for me, is nothing. I just couple minutes, I just remove all. But just the only one thing you have to keep in mind, there's a lot of nails. You have to protect you with gloves or anything you can do possibly. Next step is removing baseboard. Removing baseboard is really easy. You can just run utility knife on the top or any corner or any joint. Then you can remove this baseboard without breaking, without damaging. If you are doing this project with the contractor or anybody going to do it, they probably not happy to remove your baseboard, or if they remove your baseboard, they will not install same baseboard. They will ask you to get the new baseboard because they will break or they will damage. But I decided to remove baseboard because that's make your room a little bit more better than running quarter round or just spending more money on a new baseboard. I just calculate, if I have to install quarter round or new baseboard, I have to invest other couple $100 more. So I decided to take baseboard by myself. Once I take it off, there was a couple nails left behind. I used my this tool to take the nails off. I will say it's worth to remove baseboard. A little bit more work, and you can make your project a lot cheaper by doing these kind of things. I saved a couple $100 on this project. I removed my baseboard. It was really easy to remove. Now next step is to work on my door jambs. As you can see, I use multi-tool, and as a reference I'm using my laminate wood floor. To cutting door jambs from the bottom is just to be having my piece fit underneath, so you don't see any gap when you finish your floor. I have three doors. I have two doors, one main door, one bathroom, and one closet door. Once I have cut all the doors, next step is really important, cleaning this room. Give some extra time to cleaning. Cleaning, as I said, is really important. You don't want to leave any trash or any wood piece on the floor, because once you start installing your floor, if you find any piece, it will not let you lock your laminate wood pieces each other. They will come in parts. So once you clean, the next step is to making sure your room is flat, your floor is flat. I'm using this 36-inch leveler and making sure my all room is flat. If your room is not flat, then you have to take care, you have to make it flat before you install laminate. Now I'm ready to install underlayment. For underlayment, I'm going to use this material. This one is like I'm pointing, white side goes on the bottom and green side goes on the top, and on one side you can see little plastic and I have a tape sticking out. That will be the overlay on second row. This specific underlayment is soundproof and moisture protection. If you are installing on second floor, then the best idea you can have underlayment with the sound protection. To cutting underlayment, you can use any kind of technique. I just track my line and I cut it. You can use either tape measure once, cut all the pieces and install. You don't want to have your underlayment sticking out from the side. You want to cut exactly the size you need. After installing 2 layers of underlayment, I started working on my laminate floor. To install laminate floor, we need a couple tools. I just picked this floor installation kit from Harbor Freight. This cost me about $10. If you pick same kind of kit from Home Depot, Lowe's or other local store, it will cost you $20. I actually need this metal piece to lock my laminate floor pieces from the side. It also comes with this plastic piece and a couple spacers. You can get by this plastic piece and spacer by just using your laminate floor cut pieces, but that metal piece is really handy to lock from the side. You really have to have this kind of tool. Now you can see I have installed the first row. First row I am using red spacers all around the floor, all around my room, because you need give some gap for expand your floor. This laminate floor will expand according to your room temperature, depend on your area where you're living. It will expand. So if you don't have a space on the side, then your the floor, the locks will pop up and it will come in apart. So you have to have some kind of gap. And as you can see, all the seams I am just making some kind of patterns. As the first row I have my half piece on my right side, and the second row I have a half piece on my left row. First couple of row was really hard. They were just shifting around and it was really like tricky to lock each other. Once I have enough room to sit on top of my floor, that make a little bit more easier, and I was just installing piece by piece and my process go more faster. That tongue and groove locking thing on a laminate floor is really amazing. Anybody can install this floor. I was just locking by my hand, and some cases I was using my plastic piece comes with the toolkit to lock them more tight and snuggy fit. Once I get to my long run, then that my process go really fast. I was locking my one whole row, then I was tapping with the hammer from the top and I can hear a click sound, and that's you feel your floor get locked and it doesn't move at all. As your area is wider and you have a long row, then it'll go more faster because you don't have to cut that many pieces. I just want to mention to cut the laminate floor, you can use any kind of tool, you can use any cutter. I was using circular saw, you can use miter saw, you can use hand saw, you can use a jigsaw, whatever available for you. Also they have a laminate floor cutting tool. Now we're done with the floor, and final step to installing baseboard. For installing baseboard, I'm going to use dewalt 60 volt flex bolt air compressor, air nail gun, and I'm going to use 18 gauge 2-inch long brad nails. I'm not sure if I'm wrong, but I heard you have to have installed your baseboard or quarter round within 48 hours of laminate floor installation. Otherwise, your floor will pop up from the sides. I probably didn't mention before, but when I remove my baseboard, I have numbered them all. When I was removing piece by piece, I was writing number behind the baseboard and on the wall. That made this process more faster. I lay down all the pieces where they're supposed to go and I just add a couple nails. Once I have installed my baseboard, I use my caulking gun and I have fill all the seams top of my baseboard. This whole project took about 2 days to finish, and only thing is left to install my door transition. They were not available at my local store. They were on special order because matching color with my floor. They will be here in a couple days. I will install them. So now there is a finished look of my project. It came out really amazing. I was really happy. I never expected I can do this kind of project, but I have done so far, and my whole family like this. I have a couple more rooms to go. I will share those videos with you guys too. That's all for today. If you like my video, please like, share, comment, and don't forget to subscribe. Thank you for watching.